Yeah, so what happened there, guys, is Young Mechanics actually took out that match. So it's 1-0 now in this best of three series. So Dynamic Duo getting quickly taken out by the challenger players Strawbelia and Abyss General. So going into the second game, it'll be interesting to see, Judge. Do you expect that maybe they'll go for similar picks, or are they going to have to change it up?
Look, I'm not too sure on this one. We've seen such a variety of picks in this tournament that I can't predict what's going to be done. I mean, now that Targon's build line is out of it, I just got no clue who's going to be picked.
Yeah, so I think we'll just we'll quickly go. Judge and I will go off there just for a moment while we do get the lobby set up and game two all sorted and ready, and just make sure we don't have what happened there, where everyone had left the match before the 3 minutes was up. So we're just going to make sure that doesn't happen again. So whether or not game two ends super quickly, we will be able to spectate that match. So do bear with us, and we'll be back very shortly with game two of the best of three. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm just correcting, if you didn't see the Twitch chat, Dynamic Duo with their pick of Brand and Pantheon won that last game. Not Young Mechanics. Young Mechanics were taken down in under 3 minutes. And they've locked in the picks, Judge. They've changed it up a bit and they've gone for a crazy strategy.
They certainly have. So we've got the same Brand Pantheon for Wilson and for Dossman, but Strawbelia and General picking up Blitzcrank and Shaco. I can't say I really know what's coming into this one. I've got no idea what they have planned.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive though. Like the Blitzcrank hook and the Shaco boxes, it is something that you can set up. They're going to have to get out of the base really quickly. And we don't actually know what Dossman and Chaim Wilson, just because the game kind of closed out on us, weren't able to spectate. We don't know how they got that first blood. Looking at the summoners, they've got Flash Exhaust and Flash Ignite on the Brand. So Judge, I'm kind of baffled as to what's going to happen in this game. Yeah, maybe it's... Yeah, I don't really know.
I mean, Strawbelia in general really could set up that early game ambush, get a couple of boxes down, but the boxes take time. I mean, there's a 16-second cooldown without masteries and runes to get to put down more boxes. So, I mean, a great play would be for Blitzcrank to QE on someone, knock them up amongst the boxes, and get a whole heap of damage out. But I'm just not sure if that's going to be able to happen so early in a 2v2.
Actually, at least this time they've picked some tankier champions. So Blitzcrank and Shaco do have a lot more starting health, armor and magic resist than the squishy Teemo and Cassiopeia that was going into this brutal kind of hard CC high damage brand Pantheon. And yeah, I mean, I quite like the adaptation. I'm not sure if they've practiced this one. You know, I'm not sure if Abyss General and Bistrobelia came in today expecting to pick Blitzcrank and Shaco in this 2v2 tournament, but nevertheless, they have picked it, and it's exciting. You know, they've got 2 Ignites. Both players taking Ignite are quite a rare summoner spell in this tournament.
Certainly is. I mean, Ignite has come out a couple of times, but we've seen a lot more of the Exhaust in this tournament. People aiming for that to really reduce the offensive capabilities of the enemy team going into team fights. So hopefully with a lot of Ignites on this one and the very aggressive nature of all of the champs, we see some big fights coming into this game 45 seconds from now.
It's really going to be about whether or not Abyss General's able to hit the hook that he wants to hit. And that's going to be a hook on brand. That's going to be a hook that gets the squishy brand target up close and personal into the Shaco and Blitzcrank, where they can just immediately burst them down with their Ignites and that one exhaust they've got. Now, whether or not Dynamic Duo is going to play into that one, I don't think they will. It's just 20 seconds now on that delay, and we'll be getting into this match very shortly.
Certainly will. Hopefully no one leaves or wins too early in this one so we can actually get in and give some coverage of this matchup. Obviously the last game was quite a ripper for it to have finished so quickly, so I can't wait to see what the teams pull out in this one.
Yeah, so if you're just joining the stream, this is the semi-final of the Abysmass 2v2 tournament. It's the best of 3 in the semi-final, and we're coming up with game 2 right now. The first game was taken out by Dynamic Duo over the challenger players and Young Mechanics. Now, Dynamic Duo, just a humble gold and platinum players here, and it's really cool to see them actually able to take that first game out in under 3 minutes. We're coming on to the Abyss now, Judge. It's going to be a cracker.
Oh, it is. I can't wait to actually see some action happening here and get into the thick of it.
And this is the first time we've kind of seen Dynamic Duo on the stream, so it'll be exciting to see what they've got in store for us.
Certainly will. They haven't managed to feature yet, so here's their chance to shine and show everyone watching what they've got.
I am Wilson, and Dossman immediately buying and rushing out, and same from the side of Abyss General and Strawberry. They're just kind of hiding in this bush here, looking for the hook onto Brand. He walks into the bush, hook into the box, and the fair wall damage going down. Is it going to be first blood? No, because Pantheon stunned him up, but now he's in a little bit of trouble here. No, he's fine. And it's actually Dynamic Duo that wins that trade in health.
They certainly do. I mean, Abyss did the play that we thought of. They only had the one box down, so they didn't get to chain any of the fears, but they got a lot of damage out. Surprising that Brand managed to live through that one, popping pots to get through it. He's now 1 pot down, but he'll be fine as he regenerates through to the minion spawning. We have Abyss waiting in the bush, perhaps going to try for another ambush. I don't think that the Dynamic Duo are going to be that silly to get near that bush again.
Yeah, they're kind of putting all their boxes in one basket here. Bistro Belly scouting up from the bush there. Oh, they're going to hit the hook, and he's paired up. Brand's coming in for some exchange damage, but it's first blood onto Dossman.
Absolutely unreal. Turns out, unfortunately, they were silly enough to get near the bush. Blitzcrank with an easy pull into the knock-up and the box. The Shaco Jack in the box getting the fear on that one. Massive damage. The Ignite's coming out. That's an easy kill for the lads over at Abyss.
How smart was that though? The Shaco, Strawberry jumps into the bush, invisible, scouts out the Pantheon, and then runs back. And it just lines up the blitz hook very nicely to get him just on the tip of that range of that fear, and they pick up first blood.
Absolutely brilliant. Well played to the two of them on getting that one. Just unreal. Scout Shaco, new meta. He's a vision ward. He's a stealth ward, guys.
Yeah. He's a dynamic pink ward. Dynamic
That's
Stealth
it.
Lord just coming out there. Stun onto Abyss General, taking a bit of hurt, and it's going to be Pantheon jumping in Dossman. He just retreats to the bush, tries to get another hook onto those boxes. I quite like to see them mix this one up because, I mean, what they're doing here is quite telegraphed now. They know exactly where those boxes will be, but there's a lot of them. So one hook in there, and it's probably going to be game over.
That's right. I think it'd be really cool to see Strawbelia actually get some boxes down in the lane and manage to pull out some crazy plays that way, pulling them near the tower and getting some kills near there. We're seeing a lot of damage coming out into that bush though. Strawbelia taking a lot of poke, the E from the Pantheon and the pillar from Brand as well. Wilson getting damage out. One box has revealed itself to a minion and we're getting a
flash onto the boxes.
And there it is.
That's game over. They did it.
I don't
They
know what
actually did it.
A
Pantheon
flash from
jump-
Pantheon straight into a fear, and then massive box damage from the AP Shaco.
We've actually got our
speechless.
We've actually got our streamer just laughing in the background with us, and that's crazy. Young Mechanics with the Blitzcrank and Shaco pulling that one out, literally. Just the Pantheon flashing into a fear.
I mean,
expecting to get this kill onto Shaco, but all they needed was one more, and they get that one more onto Pantheon. Two
Right.
kills
I would
to
rate
0.
that.
I mean,
I'd rate that 8 out of 8. Great bait, mate. Like that was unreal.
Yeah, why would you
Unreal.
go into a bush full of Shaco boxes? I mean, you know they're there.
Equalizing the series now. 1-1. Young Mechanics and Dynamic Duo. It's all tied up in the semi-final. Who's gonna go through? Because looking at the prizes, Judge, they're actually pretty tasty.
They are quite tasty. So the prizes for this one, $100 for $200 for first place, $100 for second, and $50 for third. Am I right, Penguin?
Has that gone up? No, I thought it. Yeah, so sorry to raise your expectations, guys.
Too much.
I think it might be 100 for first place,
And then
$50 for second, and $20 for third.
That's right. I was getting the two mixed up. I thought the 2 was on the 100 and not on the 20.
Yeah, so both teams looking for that guaranteed $50 if they win this best of 3. And that was game 2. We'll be back soon with game 3, the deciding game in this semi-final.